Hello Internet, I'm Remote Leg. A big part of any 4X game is combat, so let's get ready for that. Here's our empire as it now stands. Fighting battles and how you organize your war fleets is a very personal thing, so your experience may vary. Here's what I do before going into a battle. Here's our enemy, the Haakonish Syndicate, and a bigger bunch of cutthroats and brigands you could never hope to meet. We will do the universe a favor and slaughter every last man jack of them. Before we start, we need to answer a few questions. How many colonies do they have? Are they well defended? How many warships do they have? The Haakonish diplomacy screen tells us how many colonies they have. Oops, only one. This is going to be easier than we thought. To find out how well defended this colony is, we need to send a scout. We send a single scout off to sit in the evil Haakonish system. Because it's not a military ship, the fools will not suspect it of anything and will not object to it being there. Now we have up-to-the-minute intelligence of what ships are orbiting the Haakonish home planet. While we're at it, we may as well upgrade our scouts to take advantage of the gadgets our boffins have invented. We'll add better hyperdrives, thrusters, and long-range scanners. Yada yada, click click click. You've seen it all before. Now that we've done that, we move on to the problem of fuel. If our warships run out of fuel, they will not be able to wage war, so we must make sure we have enough. See what happens to this scout ship when it runs low on fuel. It turns around and heads back to base. We don't want our warships doing the same thing in the heat of battle. There's been lots of talk on the forums about the pros and cons of resupply ships. These are big mobile gas mining stations. They travel with our fleet to near the front line, then deploy somewhere they can mine Caslon. Our warships go and attack, then come back to refuel at the resupply ship when they need to. Aside from resupply ships, there's no way to transfer fuel from one mobile ship to another. We can't build any resupply ships until we research accelerated construction in the energy tech tree, just here. So we won't be building resupply ships anytime soon. The other alternative is to equip the energy collector component that converts energy into fuel. It's a long way up the tree, so that's not going to happen today either. We'll just keep it simple and build gas mining stations as near to the front line as we can. The way to win a battle is to hit our enemy hard with overwhelming force. Smash him before he can retaliate. The way to win a war is to win the battle and to take away his power base so he can't come back later. This means taking his colonies. To do this, we are going to need troops, so let's start a recruitment drive now. We go to the colony of Ottawa and queue some troops. We have 3 troop ships to move them around. This is no longer sufficient. Oops, troop ships are built on the spaceport, not the colony. I am so sick of making that mistake. We go to the spaceport of Ottawa and queue some troop ships. The plan is to smash the Haakonish warships, then invade the planet so they can't build more. If we do this quickly enough, we might take away their colony before they know what's happened. And once their only colony is gone, so are they. When I go into battle, I like to think that all my ships have the best tech available. I find it really annoying when I'm about to send my guys over the top and suddenly my boffins tell me they've invented a better laser gun. Now I see my once shiny frigates going into battle with rusty old second-rate laser guns that up to a minute ago were state-of-the-art. Fortunately, Distant Worlds offers a workaround. See these tech advances. The upward arrow means that getting this advance will improve existing technology without the need to actually build anything new. So before I go into battle, I make sure all my research projects are only going to yield improvements rather than new tech that I might want in the battle. While my ships are traveling to the front line, the boffins are working hard and eventually they finish the project. When that happens, hey presto, all my ships auto-magically get the new improvements, even though they are out in deep space far from home. I agree, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but I'm taking it just the same. We've talked a lot about tech and ships, but what sort of ships do we want? I like to specialize my ship designs, so I usually go with 4 types. Utility ships, starbase smashers, skirmishers, and troop carriers. By creating a utility ship design, I can use it to load all the stuff that helps the fleet as a whole, such as scanners and some countermeasure components. This frees up space on the warships who no longer have to incorporate those components in their design. The utility ship therefore has all the special stuff, a little bit of long-range offensive power for spice, and lots of protection. The starbase smashers have lots of long-range, big punch armaments. Their job is to take down the bases as quickly as possible, both spaceports and defensive bases. The skirmishers fight other warships. They are fast and hit hard at close range, so they can protect the starbase smashers from other skirmishers. The troop carriers are fast and have good shields, so they can get in quickly and drop their troops on the planet. Invading. One of the objects of war is to gain more territory. We do this by invading enemy colonies, and to do this we need troops. First, we fill the transports from a planet. Here's an important tip. Ensure the invasion status on the design is set to either invade when clear or invade immediately. If it is set to do not invade, our transports will not unload the troops and will sit around staring at us as we scream and pound the keyboard telling them to invade. Also, note that we can change this setting on the design even though it says we can't. It's weird having this on the design screen. It also means that there is no way to set only some ships of this type to the invasion setting and others to something different. So now we are going to attack. Everything we've talked about is pretty much overkill for this soft target, but all the points are valid and they will be useful when we meet tougher opponents. Also, remember that we're playing on easy difficulty. First, we make sure everybody is refueled. In go the warships. I suppose that legally we should have declared war first, but to heck with that. The Haakonish have not become hostile yet because we haven't done anything, but it's only a matter of time before they tell us to get our warships out of their territory. We use this time to move the starbase smashers back to extreme range so they can fire their missiles at one base and the other bases will not be able to retaliate. Then we unleash hell. Notice we tell the starbase smashers to concentrate on the bases. The skirmishers concentrate on ships. Keep focusing the ship's targets, otherwise the skirmishers will attack defensive bases and the starbase smashers will attack small freighters. Keep them focused on the job. The defences are down, so in go the troops. The troops are on the ground, and we've taken their home colony. Now we just have some mopping up to do because they have 3 remaining small colonies that we need to take. So we'll split our fleet of 6 troop carriers into 2 fleets of equal size, so we can send 1 to each colony and invade both at the same time. We need to keep up the pressure before the Haakonish can regroup. We take the first colony by simply dropping troops on the planet. We take the second colony in the same way. We destroy the small spaceport on their final colony. Then we invade that too. All your bases belong to us. And now the Haakonish Empire is no more. They are just a blip in the history books, and all the other races are giving us the evil eye. I'm afraid our reputation has suffered a bit, but it was worth it to expand our empire. I suspect this will happen again very soon. In the meantime, we need to build mining bases and spaceports and get our economy back in the black. And that's how it's done. We repeat this for every race and we'll own the galaxy. Of course, our victory conditions may not have anything to do with the conquest. These are dependent on our race, and it is perfectly legitimate to win a game without invading a single planet. Check your victory conditions before invading a neighbor. That about covers it. Thanks for watching. Click the like button or subscribe to make me happy. Seriously, it helps a lot.